It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the worst decisions made for the series. From underutilizing fan favorite characters to stretching out storylines and making questionable character choices. This series has had its fair share of missteps, which we're going to take a look at in this video. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. Number 10. Underutilizing Sasha and Tyrees. One of the biggest mistakes the series made was not giving Sasha and Tyrees and characters like them, who were big characters in the comics, the screen time and development they deserved. Both characters had the potential to be major players in the series if they were given their comic arcs, but instead, their stories were cut short. Sasha and Tyrees were fan favorite characters who could have brought a lot to the series, but they were not given the opportunity to shine. This was a missed opportunity for the show to bring in more depth and complexity to the characters and the overall story during the Governor arc. Number 9. Glenn's fake out death. Another mistake was Glenn's fake out death, which left fans feeling tricked and frustrated. This lessened the impact of the character's eventual death and made it somewhat more obvious because of it being foreshadowed earlier. The fake out death was a cheap tactic used to create suspense and shock value, but it ultimately backfired. Fans were left feeling let down and confused by the decision to kill off a beloved character in such a way. Number 8. Morgan's crossover to Fear the Walking Dead. Morgan's crossover to Fear the Walking Dead was a questionable move, as it took away a beloved character from the main series and didn't add much to the spin-off. The crossover felt like a cheap way to bring in more viewers to the spin-off series, rather than a well-thought-out move to enhance the story. The crossover did not add much to the overall narrative of the series and felt repetitive and boring. Number 7. Negan's double death. The handling of Negan's lineup kill was also a mistake, as it felt like they went for shock value instead of fitting the story and pushing the plot along. The double death, where he killed both Abraham and Glenn, took away the impact of each character's demise, especially the first kill, who was Abraham, as everyone was more focused on and talked about Glenn. The decision to kill off two main characters in one scene was a poor one, and it left fans, especially comic fans, feeling unsatisfied and furious. Number 6. Negan's lineup cliffhanger. The cliffhanger of Negan's lineup, which left fans wondering who he would kill, was also a poor decision. It created false suspense and left audiences feeling disappointed as they had to wait several months before the reveal, which leaked early, taking away the overall impact. The cliffhanger was a cheap tactic used to create suspense and boost ratings, but it ultimately backfired. Number 5. Reapers as the final villains. The choice to make the Reapers the show's final real antagonist villains was a mistake, as the group felt underdeveloped and uninteresting. This took away from the impact of the final battle. The Reapers were not given enough time to be developed as a group, with stories that felt too similar to that of the Saviors and Negan, and as a result, the final battle did not feel as epic or satisfying as it could have been. Number 4. All Out War story was too long. The All Out War story was stretched out too long, making it feel tedious and dragging down the pacing of the series. If they followed the comic, then the All Out War arc would have been more epic and fast-paced action that moves the story along nicely. The decision to drag out All Out War for so long with numerous slow and bottle episodes was a mistake, as it left fans feeling bored and disengaged. The ultimate low budget for such a huge arc from the comic added to the visually unappealing 7th season to build the war and an 8th season which was promoted as the Big War but didn't feel as such, making it one of the worst arcs of the series. Number 3. Handling of the CRM. The handling of the CRM was poorly executed and rushed. Although there were some early setups for the Civic Republic military, aka the CRM, with Rick seeing their helicopter a season earlier, the group, for as large and crucial as they are to the franchise, needed to be more in the background and a mysterious threat a lot longer before they ultimately took Rick Grimes away. The death of Carl Grimes. The death of Carl Grimes in the Walking Dead series was a controversial one amongst fans. Many felt that the character's death was forced and unnecessary, as it came at a time when the series had already lost several major characters. The sudden loss of Carl, who had been a mainstay on the show since the beginning, left many fans disappointed and questioning the show's direction compared to the comic source material. Before my number 1 pick, let's look at some honorable mentions. Michonne's exit from the series. Michonne's exit from the series felt similar to Rick's exit in terms of the way it was handled with the use of flashbacks. Censoring Negan's introduction. Negan's interactions in the TV series were censored and toned down compared to his violent and vulgar characterization in the comic book, which caused disappointment amongst die-hard fans who were expecting to see a more true-to-form portrayal of the character. Daryl and Leah's forced relationship. The relationship between Daryl and Leah in the series felt forced and out of place, especially given the character development that had been established prior. Maggie's exit. Maggie's exit from the series was overshadowed by Rick's exit and did not receive as much attention or focus, taking away from the overall impact of losing another beloved character from the series. Making the governor softer. The governor's portrayal in the TV series was softer compared to his portrayal in the comic book, lacking the same level of intensity and villainy, causing many fans to consider the governor a weaker version of the original governor from the comics. Morgan's arc after his comeback. Morgan's All Life is Precious story was repetitive, annoying, and forced after his return, not fitting well with his character development, and ultimately negatively impacted the way fans viewed the overall arc of the character. Number 1. Rick's exit. The handling of Rick Grimes' exit from the series also caused frustration among fans. The decision to have Rick leave the series and continue his story in a series of planned movies that later turned into a limited series left many fans feeling unsatisfied. The length of time it has taken for the series to be completed also added to the frustration, as fans have to wait a significant amount of time to see the conclusion of Rick's story. So that's it for my picks of the worst decisions made by the Walking Dead series. I'm intrigued to know your thoughts and opinions, so share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.